that's going. We need this. Game state. We got to decide how we're gonna. Figure all of it out. Isn't this like a hard problem? Isn't this like a recursive kind of thing? Am I crazy? I feel like it is. How can we do this? Isn't this a recursive problem, right? So let's just let's use one of these. Right? So if I'm here, I say X, okay? I read board 1 to the right. It's also an X, okay? I read board 1 to the right, also an X. Then I return true. And that's it, I stop. Look at this one. I look at X, no good. Look at O, no good. So now I look, right? So, I look at X to the right, no. I look at X one diagonal, yes. I look at X to the right, no. One diagonal, yeah, no. So I come back. I look at X down, yeah. To the, fuck, dude, this is like hard. This is a hard problem, I'm pretty sure. Because the direction also matters, right? So I guess I could just do read right. Read diagonally. Read down. Move right. Is there another way to do this? Could I instead build the winning paths? Because going to the right is the same as going to the left. You know what I mean? So if I had a string that was, like if I built a string out of these, then it's either XXX OOO or there's no win. But then how do you look at impossible? Fuck. What does... What's the difference between impossible? Oh, it's when there's a mistake. Okay, so this might work. That's different, right? We'll ignore that for a second. Um, so XXX000, and that should work for this way, and this way. That's all the same stuff. Up and down is all the same stuff. And crisscross is all the same stuff, right? Yeah. So that's how I can find the winning paths. A draw would be checking everything and no result working. That returns draw. But first, the first thing you should do is count X's and O's. Okay, so the first thing to do is just start constructing the board, right? Constructing the string. So we would have val across equals, let's see, let's do horizontal, vertical, same thing here. I think this is gonna work. Val diagonal. I think that's how you spell diagonal. I'm not stupid. Okay. So this should be pretty easy, right? Horizontal is board dot for each row. Shit, how do I do this? Action T unit. Okay, so first off, maybe a nested loop here is better. For row in board. And now for call in row, right? Okay, now we got something to work with. So first what we can do is row dot join to string. We don't want a separator and we don't need prequels. Ah, shit, but it's a board, right? Ah, shit. Oh, but does print board? Oh, did I do this right? Ew. So it's not gonna have all this extra stuff. That's only when we print. This will just be the values. I'm a genius. Okay, so now val No, not val. I need horizontal dot add row join to string. Okay, so we add the first row. Now column am I doing this backwards, right? I think I am. Maybe I need to do this with indexes. For I in for dot. Okay, let's just think through it. So if row okay, I could do it like this with two loops. How do I do this? I need like an index. Okay, let's go look at loops real quick. Kotlin loops. Okay, I need a grid here. How do I? That's nice, but I don't want it. need to go down the row. Yeah, I need to go. So this loops, Val. Why is it saying this? Ah, okay. Okay, so, right, like, we end up at 0. We add the row to horizontal. We do that, and then we do vertical dot add call. Okay, so what happens here? How the fuck am I gonna do diagonal? Uh, Honestly, I might do diagonal by hand because there's not many. Okay, so I probably should have done this by hand too. Okay, X is the row, so we get 0, 1, 2. Good. Now column is Y, so 0, 0. Then it turns into 1, 0, 2, 0. So it should always refer to this side, then the middle, then that one. Okay. Is there a way with this dynamic board, I think we just hard code the diagonal, right? I think diagonal should just be this just should be there's 2 possible strings, and that's board dot, honestly, should we just 0, 0 plus board 1, 1 plus board. Can I not do this? Two, dot two string. Can I like make this an expression like that? Looks like I cannot. Can I do like string dot? I guess I don't want all of it, right? What is going on? Why is this indented? Uh, 0, 2, right? Still 1, 1, and then 2, 0. I feel like this is the best way to do it because you would have to identify these somehow anyway. Okay, so now let's print real quick. So this is XO and then XO, yeah. This is triple X, yeah. OO and O. And then up and down is XO, XOO, and X. All right, this is working. So let's see now. So val X winner equals, and then val O winner. Oh, I guess this can be a list of, huh? Nice. All right, so now let's keep these just in case I need them. But now that we have X winner and O winner, we should be able to add them. So okay, the simple thing to do here is to say var winner equals or let's do draw. So now not list of, I need horizontal, we check horizontal. For each row. Why is this grayed out? Oh, I got it. So instead of going by direction. Maybe we go by, maybe there's like a, um, what is the list of? How do I define a type again? List, not list of. And now all I have to do is we just have to do this one time. And this is going to return a bool. I guess I don't need this then. So instead of doing this, how do I join arrays? Oh, that's nice. You can just add them together. Wow. Okay, so now val x wins. Okay, nice. So we have our first check here. There's something else. this part here looks at every field. So we could do, oh, actually, no, this is the best way to do it, I think. Because we have to look at these anyway, so it's like, if, here, let's do, oh. Okay. And then we need counts. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we should be able to identify how many of each one. We identify if the game's still going on, and we identify winners. So now, the only thing we're not identifying is like, oh no, we would identify that. If 2 rows, then it would be, okay, so let's start reading some stuff out, right? If, um, if X wins and O wins, okay, hold on. Okay, so now that we have this, it's like val game on. The game is ongoing if X wins and O wins and has empty cells, right? That's where the game is still going on. When no side has a 3 in a row, okay. Now, game is draw equals X wins, O wins. Wow, I did the exact same thing. And has empty cells, right? So all the spaces are taken, but nobody won. Now, what's a possible game is? Impossible when the grid has 3 X's in a row, as well as 3 O's in a row. So, two winners equals X wins and O wins. So that's that case. Or there are a lot more X's than O's, or vice versa. The difference should be 1 or 0. If the difference is 2 or more, the game state is impossible. Val invalid board equals X count minus Y O count. X goes first, right? Whoops. Didn't catch that. X should always go first. But in an invalid game, maybe O went first. So, okay. Kotlin, absolute value. Just abs. Okay, I think that's everything. So now, if we do this by process of elimination, let's do if else if right, that's that part. Now let's look at if the game is not finished. Okay, now we should be able to say see why is that how that works? Display value. Wow, could you imagine? Is that gonna work right now? Oh. I think it did work. Holy shit, that's so nice. That's the best thing ever. How could it find a draw? Like, how is that even possible? So my how is that? What just happened? Why did it do that? Oh shit, I'm out of time. Come on. How could that be false? What? There's something wrong with this. Oh shit, I wonder if this toString of the object. This probably isn't doing what I want. Come on, fuck. Um, board. Let's see. I wonder if the triple equals is also Kotlin. Okay. Just try this real quick. I have a feeling that might be it. Oh, shit. Just in time, baby. It's a lot of code, but I'll take it. feels like, to be honest, if I were gonna put this in production, right? X val y equals O. I would like if I made a production val empty. Grade like app of this. I mean, this isn't really a big deal, but like I would probably just hard code all of it because it would probably be faster than initializing the loops. All right. That's pretty fun, honestly. Not like a super hard problem, but had to think a little bit. Decent. Thanks, team.